Ladies, gentlemen, space enthusiasts, and believers of questionable comic legends, welcome to Comic Mythbusters. Tonight, we embark on a mission unlike any other to separate fact from fiction and expose the greatest space myths known to humanity. We have all heard the classics: black holes will eat everything, time travel is possible, and whatnot. But tonight, we challenge these ideas with logic, science, and most importantly, unshakable confidence. So, we have Augustine Sir with us, armed with knowledge, creativity, and possibly some dramatic storytelling to debunk these myths once and for all. Yes, and there's only one way to find out. Let's invite Sir. Is time travel possible or not? Some say time travel is a fantasy, a dream, a Hollywood illusion. But Augustine Sir steps forward to challenge the very laws of physics. Will he open the doors to the past and future or prove that time travel is just wishful thinking? Let's hear his case. Sir?
So, what do you think? I made you to do the introduction the way I wanted. Do you believe that?
Believe? Yes, I agree.
That is time travel. I made it happen. I traveled to the past. I made it happen. So, time travel is like this. You can move to the past, you can move to the future, and you can change things. And scientifically, it's not proven yet. When it comes to moving to the past and correcting something, that's not proven yet. But going to the future, that's possible. That's what the scientists say. It's possible because of the time where the speed, light speed, or you travel with the speed of light, then there is possibility that you can overtake the time. That means you can travel faster and time can be slow for you. That is
Hmm.
all about time travel. But people argue like if you can go back to the past and change something. There was a funny story like, okay, go back to the past and make sure you kill your granddad. That means you cannot come back to the present because you have killed your granddad and you're not possible to be born. So where will you be when you kill your granddad when you went to the past? The situation happens like this. Then people explain you'll be in a different verse, multiverse. Then
Hmm.
there comes different life that the incidents which you went and changed in the past will give birth to different situations and different incidents and different things will happen. So it will open a different verse. That's what multiverse. This is just an imagination.
Okay.
So
And time
practically,
travel is also,
practically
I
this
think.
this is not possible because it looks like a paradox. You go and change
Hmm.
something and it would change something. It would change your present.
Something else.
Yes.
Correct.
So this is like paradox, which is just opposite.
True.
And also, I would say scientifically, when we see we are all creatures born on the earth and brought up on the earth, and we are bound by the law of the physics, law of this universe, law of the particles, whatever exists in this world. Actually, we're understanding the universe, we're understanding the earth, we're understanding the solar system, we're understanding the galaxies, how they function, what is actually keeping them, and we're understanding the gravity, we are understanding the relativity. All these concepts we're trying to understand. In the olden days, when few scientists tried to discover some truths and started telling the people were not able to accept it. Same way, today we are not able to accept which our brains can't grasp it. There may be future where things are shown and we can see them and believe, and our brains can process the idea, brains can accept the logic. All these things have to happen to accept the time traveling to be true. For that, we need the proof. Science has to come with the proof. So there are two chances. One thing is you need to be very fast, like a light speed or something, so that when you're traveling with that speed, it is said that when you travel with that speed, you have a clock with you, and there is one more guy who is not traveling, who is stationed, and he has one more clock. Both are set at the same time, but once you complete your journey and come back, your clock will be uh, bit slow. Bit slow means 2 seconds, 0.2 seconds will be slower than the guy who was stationed here because his clock has already gone ahead. Because he is in this condition, he he's in that particular condition where gravity is playing its role, where time is playing its role, and you have escaped that gravity, that place, and you are in a different
Time
place. Yes,
dilatation.
yes. So time dilatation happens. You're in that. One of the Hollywood movies, Interstellar, it talks
Hmm.
about that. He goes to the place close to the black hole, and black hole has high gravity. Where you come close to the element which has got very heavy gravity, again, time plays a different role there. Time slows down. So spending time there, by the time you come back to the Earth, Earth has already passed so many years.
Definitely.
So you will find your people, your own children, like they are already granddad or grandmom to you. That much elderly they look. So that's how this universe is so miraculous, so mysterious that we don't understand few concepts yet. We are not able to uh, understand logically. Sometimes we are trying to process what's happening with the universe, how it is actually functioning. We are actually harvesting lot many things from this universe.
Hmm.
So still we are not
True.
reached up to that level where we are able to understand time travel so easily because we have not experimented that, we are not gone through that. So once it becomes a day-to-day life conversation, people have experimented, people have proved, and people are able to see that, then it becomes like it's possible. Till then people think, oh, it's not possible. Actually, if going to the past may not be, but going to the future is possible. That's what science says, and people have come to believe that. Anyway, as we know that our Earth is rotating, right? It
Hmm.
is revolving,
Yes.
and the gravity plays its role. Time is playing its role. There may be some planets which are revolving faster or slower.
Yeah.
So the
Yes.
time is different there.
Hmm.
Time
Got
can be
it.
faster or time can be slower. So the environment where you are positioned plays a major role, and it affects your body.
True. Definitely.
That makes you grow old or remain young. So that environment around you plays a major role. For example, Earth has a very convenient environment for human beings. So we age according to the Earth's atmosphere. Imagine we are in the different planet, and that environment is different, and we would age and grow according to that environment's uh, nature, or maybe the conducive uh, atmosphere that environment would provide. But right now we are on the earth, we are bound by the elements which govern the earth. So understanding from this
True.
perspective, anything can be possible in the nature or maybe in this universe. And if it is proven, it is easy to believe. If it is not proven, it's just an imagination or maybe a step towards scientific imagination. Once it is proved, I think everybody will be able to believe it. You can ask me any questions if you got. This is what I have understood regarding time travel or maybe time dilating. I did a research on that.
Good, nice information. So now we know why Sunita Williams looks younger than her age, than most others of her age.
And also, she lost bone density.
Yes, yes, because of no gravity,
Yeah,
you lose bone density.
and there are adverse situations also because earth is conducive,
Yes,
earth is actually beneficial for human beings. When it comes to other places, it may slow down the time, but it may not be really helpful for the lives.
true, very true.
That's how.
Nice. So coming to the point of black holes, do you know how or why black holes have such enormous amount of energy with them?
They hack. I am really not a science student, so I don't know about that. But they have really super gravity power. So,
Yes.
and there is also one kind of element where Einstein also talks about, like, uh, there are some things, I don't know what exactly he calls. They are created every now and then, and if you can get through that, you can get into a different dimension. That
Hmm.
that is really some just imagination, but proving that is really superhuman actually. So I heard that
True.
even black hole bends the light. It has got that much
Yes.
power, and it sucks everything, and it actually swallows everything. That much power black hole has got.
Okay. I would like to add on things regarding black hole. So if we have to understand about black hole, we'll have to understand about stars. Believe it or not, black holes are nothing but stars. Nothing but, okay, we'll come to the formation of stars. So, how a star is formed, you have two neutrons. No, not neutrons, I guess protons. I am not very sure. One of the two particles. I am not
Electrons,
sure. No, they are not
cab
electrons.
cabbage.
No. No, cabbage and carrots are for you, for your head.
Okay, so there is no cabbage, there is no gobi, all these things. Okay, protons, electrons.
No, those are for you. Yes, those are for you,
Okay.
not for the space. They have a different meal, they follow a different cuisine.
Uh-huh.
So, yes, there are two neutrons. So, two neutrons come together and they start rotating around each other. Okay. They rotate in such a fast speed that it starts creating energy around it. And there is, that energy is what comes out. That is even our sun that we see is a star. So there is, two hydrogen atoms that are just going around. One thing we know, I mean, anybody who's into science would know that hydrogen will not exist as a single atom. It is a diatom, just like oxygen. Oxygen cannot exist as a single atom. Whereas there are many other elements which can exist as a single atom in nature. But hydrogen can never exist as a single atom. Even if you split somehow you manage and you split the hydrogen diatom into single atoms, within fractions of a second they again come back and they become a diatom once again. But in space, or at least with our sun, what happens is there are two hydrogen atoms existing as single atoms and they are revolving around each other in such a speed that it is able to generate the fuel. The fuel, or the energy, light energy and heat energy that's coming out of that fuel is what we receive as sunlight or sun rays. So this is the formation of any star. The star usually starts with a reddish. No, it goes to the this one. It starts with a very yellowish color initially. Eventually, it goes up to orangish shade, which our sun is in right now, and slowly it moves to the reddish color, and then it moves to bluish color. I mean, dark maroon blue, followed by white. So when we see a white star, it is a star in its old age. It's almost about to die. And once the star dies, okay, that is once the energy, all the energy that it has, the neutrons that were revolving has, is completely absorbed and lost. Then whatever mass got collected around it, that will just condense and fall in space. That thing will just fall with such force or such speed. Somewhere it will stop. Where it stops, it becomes a black hole. The next thing about black hole is it is not a black hole cannot swallow or eat. Okay, for fun, yes, we can use that metaphorically, but it has a center or a core which is hollow or empty. So anything or any object that comes near the rings of the black hole just pulls it and expands it. So, say for example, even light, we see, light bends. That's how we recognize a black hole in space. We don't send regular lights because regular light, if you light a torch, you can see the beam of the light going this way. It spreads. But we use laser light because it will go as one single line. So it's easier for us to trace and recognize. So we use laser light, or we point, long wavelength laser light to the space, and wherever it gets deflected or the light is bent, we realize there is a black hole there. So what happens even when light or any other object that comes close to black hole is here, the core is hollow or empty. The light is coming in, it pulls the light or any other object for that matter, it will just pull, keep rotating around its, circumference, rotate as it keeps, rotating the object which is pulled, it will keep moving to the center or to the core of it. And the core, as I told, is already hollow. So it just pushes, once it loses the complete angular momentum within the black hole, this one, it'll just push it away. So technically it's not disappearing or dissolving, but it will move to some other place probably where we are not able to track, or at least now we are not able to track. Maybe in future, we do not know. Experiments are always on. So this is about black hole.
Even there is mentioning about the sun
Hmm.
and the death of sun in the Bible. There is a
Hmm.
mentioning about it, like sun will lose its power
Hmm.
and earth will collapse. This is
Hmm.
called apocalypse, where the sun will lose its power, then earth and all the planets
Other planet.
which are in the system, they'll collapse. They will, and it is going to be the very worst situation because that's how the universe exists. And once the sun loses its power, then there is a destruction of the earth.
Definitely. Before sun, can collapse, Earth is already destroyed. If
Hmm.
sun loses its power,
Hmm.
Earth is already destroyed. Only thing is, it'll take about 12 minutes. That's the approx of 12 minutes. That's the travel time for the sun rays to reach Earth. So for 12 minutes, we will not know. But after that, all life on Earth will come to ceasefire, and that's it. Folks, we listened to time travel and black holes. We hope you enjoyed our podcast for today and meet you all in the next session. Until then, this is Young Instincts signing off. Bye bye.